The WWC, what the world is watching.
I just downloaded Last War Survivor, and I want to know, where do I begin with tech? Let's get into it.
600 plus days of Last War grinding, battle spawn, lessons learned, strategies mastered. When we talk, you level up. Welcome to the Warzone Wrecking Crew.
Welcome into the WWC QB18 here. We are going to talk about this tech center. So you just downloaded Last War. You're wondering, where am I going to spend time in this tech center and what am I going to develop? So before we get into that center, I am going to give you the biggest tip for tech center that we can do in starting this game. Okay? I want you've just downloaded this game. As soon as you can find an alliance, I want you to get into the top alliance. That is my number one tip. That is the tech tip. That is your tech tip. And people will come out there and tell you what to work on. You expected me to say, oh, work on this or work on that, right? And well, guess what? The best tip that I can give you is get in the number one alliance. Now, the reason why I'm saying that is because we're focusing on resources. When you're playing this game and starting this game out, and you're a free to play or you're a low spender, you cannot afford to lose these resources day in and day out by being plundered by people and getting zeroed out. They're taking your resources, they're ripping you apart, and you're trying to save. And then you get mad and then you quit the game. Because you can't stop people from attacking. So don't be cute about it. Just get in the number one alliance and stay there. Get in the number two alliance if you can't get in the number one alliance. Just get in a top alliance and stay there. Because if you try to stay by yourself or try to do your own thing on the side, you are not playing this game properly. You are not going to be able to move your account very fast, and you're trying to play Farmville or some other game. It's not the way this game is intended. So that is your number one tip. Your second tip is if and that goes for everybody, if you have started to watch this video because you're looking forward to me telling you how to increase your power, that is not this video. This is, in my opinion, how you should build and how you should go faster. And to start out, I would not be going after power. That is not the way I would be doing this. And I will tell you why. If you're looking to go after the guy who's spending a boatload of money or building his account that keeps beating you, and you're like, oh, I know, I need to get tech. I need to work on heroes so I can beat that guy next to me that keeps attacking me. That guy that's attacking you who just started this game, odds are they don't have the money to support what they're doing. They probably won't even be playing this game in 30 days. I can't tell you how many people spend over their head, credit cards are packed, they're taking out loans to play this game. Before you know it, they quit or sell their account because they can't afford it. Everybody's got money like crazy until they don't. They're playing over their heads and they don't know what they're getting into. And believe me, I've seen it. Playing over like 600 days now, we've seen so many people do this. And you wonder why they stop spending, or you wonder why they go off the cliff. So don't worry about beating that guy that's beating you. He might not even be playing in 30 days. You're not going to let other people dictate how you play the game by attacking you. You're going to play your own game and go at your own pace. As long as you're safe in a first and second alliance, just keep getting those rewards and safety. Safety early on is the biggest thing. Not to mention, if you're in a number one alliance, you're getting those whale rewards, which are big resources for you. And that's what we need as we get into here, okay? So let's get into the actual tech center now and look at where I want you to start your game and where I want you to start building, okay? Again, this is in my opinion. There are a million different ways to approach this and go about this. And after reflecting and looking at how I played this game, what I would do if I could do this again, this is what I would do. I'd start in development. That's exactly where I would go. And the first thing I would do is go straight down the middle. I would complete everything in the middle of development. It's not going to be exciting. It's not going to be glorious. You're not going to be able to get power from it. You're not going to be able to get anything that you may want to use to attack people. That's going to come later because, to me, you're building smarter and you're not going to be using your money to get resources later on. When other people are getting into T10s and saying things like, oh, I need to buy gold, you're not going to use your money for gold. I want you to use your money for drone chips, drone compartments, drone gears, and things like that to further your game. Not spend money on resources. You could do this without spending money on resources. So free to play, low spender, or if you're a mid spender and want to spend smart, this is what you're going to do. So we start by going right down the middle here, and that's construction and tech. Speed ups and resources are reduced right up the middle until you get to the bottom here and you get this one. Once you complete that, no problem. You can leave this for now and come back at a later time and get some of these things that we'll talk about later. The other things are very good. They're very nice to haves, but they're not the things that you need to really kick yourself off. These are the speed ups to reduce the time it takes to do tech is going to speed things along, and the resource cost it's to build is so expensive. You're going to reduce those resources. That's what I want you to do. Okay? The next thing I want you to attack and to think about is resources. Resources. I need a ton of gold. But everybody's going to talk to you about this, how much gold you need and how much resources you need. Well, what you want to be able to do is similar to how you invest in real life when you want money to work for you while you're sleeping. You want money to work for you while you're away. You're going to do economy, and I want you to boost your food output, your coin output, your iron output that's in your base. What this is going to do is allow your base to just produce more continually. The faster you're able to do it, the more compounding money you're going to get over time, and you're going to just be able to collect that. And if you're in a number one alliance, you're saving all of it. And it's going to blow up. I'm telling you right now, if you do this, you're going to be able to approach these tech things and make them simpler. Now, all the people that are winning and beating you in battles and you're not able to win, no problem. You just have to put your ego aside for a little while to play this game long term. If you just take the defeats and say, okay, I can't beat anybody right now, I promise you, if you follow it long term, you will win. You'll be able to build the same exact team that those people have. You will just have spent so much less money by doing this. There's so many ways to attack that we need to focus on gold early on. Understand it's going to be a problem in front of you. Understand it's a difficult problem to attack. And I have a complete gold breakdown for you later in this series that we'll go over, so you can attack it in so many different ways. It's gonna benefit you. All right? And so the other thing I want you to do early in this game is understand your resources. Your difference between what you're collecting up here at the top of your screen and what's in your inventory. I do not want you opening your resource boxes. Anything that's in your inventory, you only open when you're ready to spend that minute. Otherwise, do not open them. As soon as you get them, don't go, I'm going to open them and send them up there. You don't need to. Just leave them there. You can spend it as the time comes. You want to be able to spend the money that's up here. And if you're not in a top 2 alliance, I will tell you this. If you have not gotten in and taken that advice and skipped that and played on your own, or you're playing on the side, one thing you better do is as soon as you take that money out of your collectors, boy, you better be ready to spend it. Spend it somewhere, because it's going to get plundered. People are going to hit you and they're going to take your stuff. And the more stuff you have, the more they're going to attack. So it's just the way this game goes, especially early on. It's dog eat dog. And you need to be prepared to understand what Last War is. And if you're going to survive and play this game through even the first month, you'll come back and complain and say, I have no troops, they keep attacking me, I come back to my base burning. Listen, I'm telling you, you get in the top alliance or you spend all your resources so they can't take anymore. The other thing is, because it's so much about resources and to spend in tech, if you're by yourself in your own and you don't want to listen to being in a top alliance, don't build troops. You're just throwing your money away. You can't fight. If you're by yourself or in a very weak alliance, early on, you will not be able to fight. That's not part of your game. You've chosen your path, which is not to fight, if you're smart. Because just building troops, all that's going to happen is somebody's going to take them immediately, and you're throwing resources right out the window. So don't do it. Don't bother. If you're in a top alliance, feel free. Build troops. Sit with a full Drow grounds. Nobody's going to attack you, and if they do, your alliance is going to fight back. Odds are you have a whale in your alliance, and they're going to rip them apart. If somebody comes into your server, you're probably going to be shielded, no problem. So everything is taken care of as long as you're in a top alliance. But not everybody can be in one, and it's not for everybody. It's fine. Be in the number 2 alliance, number 3 alliance. Do the best that you can to move up there. But that's what I would do. The last thing I want to touch on in this series, and really it's for the beginner, I just want to knock out that we'll cover in another base, or the next video series for this, is a lot of people do the garage, right? So that's an early thing that people start and do. I wouldn't even start your garage 1. I would hold off. I would hold off on doing the garage. I would do the 2 things to start off that I talked about. I would get this economy going to get your base producing, and I would get your development going. Now, the only reason I say, again, this is power stuff that you're looking at to do, and speed and different things. There's a lot of good things in there. I'm not saying that we're not going to do it. We're just not going to do it right away. The reason is because in your alliance, when you get to the point of spending a lot of your resources and it's time to do tech and you need to do things, you're going to get to the point, as an example of maybe when we're ready to do hero and things, these take a long time and they take a lot of your resources. And if you're in a top alliance and somebody says, hey, we need to push to get more tech points, okay? What you're going to be able to push is your very quick and easy things like Garage 1. It doesn't cost a lot. They're very few days. You're going to be able to push them for easy points. Okay? Also, there's some things in development you have left over you didn't do. There's some things in the economy that we don't do, like the gathering speeds. You can also hit those. All right? So that's why the only thing I want you to focus on when you first start as our starters are this middle and these. And just leave that Garage 1 for pushing on those tech days when you're in your top alliance and you want to remain there. It'll make you a hero because everybody will look at you and say, oh my God, you're really pushing the verses. You're helping us out. Believe me, it'll keep you in that alliance, and you can do that as a free-to-play. You could do that as a low spender. It'll make you look really good and get you off on the right foot. All right? All right, we're going to keep this short, and we will get into our next series where we'll talk about now once we have all our development economy stuff, we're ready to start cooking, and maybe we're ready to start upping our power a little bit. Maybe those power-hungry ego people that were looking to win those battles, I can help satisfy some of that taste in our next series to say what we're going to focus on. But we will get into that next time. With that, QB18 out.